EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Harry Potter lived at number 4 Privet Drive with his horrible uncle and aunt and their hateful son Dudley. Harry was often locked in his room, and even though he is a wizard, he couldn't escape because he wasn't allowed to use magic when he was away from school. One evening, a house elf named Dobby appeared.
Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts. If Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger.
Dobby disappeared, and shortly after, Harry's best friend Ron Weasley and his brothers Fred and George arrived in a flying Ford Anglia to rescue Harry from his prison. They flew him to their home, the Burrow, where Harry spent the rest of the summer before travelling by Floo Powder to Diagon Alley.
Welcome to the Burrow, Harry.
Did any of you ever give a thought of how worried I'd be? Beds empty, no note, car gone.
Oh, Mum,
Could have crashed. Out of my mind with worry. Did you care? Never, as long as I've lived.
But, Mum...
Now get outside and start denoming. I've had it up to here with all of you. Except you, of course, Harry. I'm not cross with you.
You ready to do a bit of denoming then, Harry? Well, I'm not sure, Ron. I've been with Dursley so much this summer, I'm a little rusty. It's not much. I think it's brilliant. Thanks, Harry.
Brilliant throw, Harry.
Great, a wizard card for my collection.
Right on target.
A wizard card. Great. Wizard card. Great.
It's late, boys. Time for bed. Big day tomorrow. Diagon Alley, then platform 9 3/4. For someone who's never denomed before, you've done an excellent job, Harry. Almost as good as Gilderoy Lockhart himself.
Thanks, Mrs. Weasley.
Mrs. Weasley woke them all early the following Wednesday. She took a flower pot off the kitchen mantelpiece, and everyone grabbed a handful of flue powder.
As you've never travelled by flue powder before, you need to know a few things.
When you're in the fireplace, say where you're going.
And keep your elbows tucked in.
Mind you get out at the right fireplace.
Are you sure this is safe? Piece of cake! Diagon Alley!
It felt as though he was being sucked down a giant plug hole. Harry tried to keep his eyes open, but the whirling made him feel sick. He closed his eyes, wishing it would stop, and then he fell.
This doesn't look like Diagon Alley. It's Lucius and Draco Malfoy.
Touch nothing, Draco. Ah, Mr. Borgin.
Mr. Malfoy, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Ministry of Magic is conducting more raids, and I have a few more items like this at home that might embarrass me.
Items that you are willing to sell?
Correct. I'll expect you tomorrow at the manor to pick them up. Good day.
Good day, Mr. Malfoy.
Maybe I could use this to find my way out.
Ginny!
Harry, we hoped you'd only gone one fireplace too far. I was frantic with worry.
Oh, Mr. Potter, delighted to see you again. Make yourself at home and have a good look around. The cellar is full of surprises.
Hello, Harry. I saw Mrs. Weasley looking for you. Hope you ain't been creeping round that nocturne alley. Terrible place. You'd best stay away.
Harry met up with Ron's sister Ginny and went with her to Flourish and Blots, where the famous wizard author Gilderoy Lockhart was signing his latest book.
Great Scott, is that? No, surely not. It is. It's Harry Potter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect moment for me to make an important announcement. I have great pleasure in announcing that I will be taking up the post of Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher at Hogwarts.
Bet you loved that, didn't you, Potter? Famous Harry Potter. Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page.
Leave him alone. He didn't want all that.
Potter, you've got yourself a girlfriend.
I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month to pay for all the books you're going to need at Hogwarts. It's the least I can do to help out the poor and needy.
Harry! We've missed the train! The Hogwarts Express left 5 minutes ago! Oh no! What are we going to do? Well, I know that Dad took the flying car to work this morning. It's parked in Charing Cross Road. Okay, it's our only chance of getting to school on time. Ready to go to Hogwarts, Harry? You know, Ron, I'm really not sure about this. We've got to get to school, haven't we? And even underage wizards are allowed to use magic if it's a real emergency. Section 19 or something of the restriction thingy. You're sure you can fly it okay? What's it look like? I'm doing all right, aren't I? Yeah, I suppose. So far.
Being sure to check that no one was watching, Ron and Harry took off in the old Ford Anglia.
Now all we've got to worry about are airplanes. I can't see anything in here. Phew, that was close. I think we're almost there. Uh-oh, I think the car's cutting out. Come on, car. Come on.
And after making it invisible, flew it into the sky over London. They saw the Hogwarts Express far below and followed it for some time.
Looks like we've lost the train. Let's check out that tunnel. Looks like we found the train, Ron. Try not to scratch the paintwork or my dad will kill me. Pick up the speed boost to stay ahead of the train. And watch out for any obstacles. Be near the end of these tunnels. Keep going, Harry. We've got to reach the end of the tunnel soon. Phew, that was really close. I didn't think we'd make it out of the tunnel.
Excellent, Harry. That is Hogwarts. Try and land the car in the castle grounds.
There's something wrong with the car. I don't have control anymore.
Mind that tree! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Just hold on!
I can't do anything else! Hurry up, Harry! Wow! Who kept you, Harry? I can't hang around here all night, you know.
Very funny, Ron. Now how on earth am I going to release you?
Is there some kind of weak spot on the tree you can cast a spell at? Whatever you're going to do, I suggest you do it quickly! Wow! Ah! Thanks, Harry. Much appreciated.
Oh, it was nothing.
Oh, no! Come back! Great. My dad won't be happy that I lost his flying car. Anyway, we better get a move on. We don't want Professor Snape catching us out so late. Come on, Harry, let's go!
The only thing I'm not looking forward to this term is seeing Snape.
Let's just hope he's left because he missed out on the Defence Against the Dark Arts job again.
Or he might have been sacked. I mean, everyone hates him.
Or maybe he's waiting to hear why you two didn't arrive on the Hogwarts Express.
Professor Snape, we were...
In my search of the grounds, I noticed that considerable damage seems to have been done to a very valuable Whomping Willow. I will be speaking with Professor McGonagall later.
That tree did more damage to us than we...
Silence! I would advise you both to make your way immediately to the Gryffindor Common Room.
But Professor Snape, we...
Go, and count yourselves lucky. If I should catch either of you out after tonight, I will definitely deduct house points.
Come on, Harry. I'll meet you outside the entrance hall. Can you believe our luck? Fred and George must have flown that car 5 or 6 times, and they never had an accident. I really thought we'd get expelled for sure.
Come on, Ron. Let's go to the Gryffindor Common Room. Do you think you can remember the way?
No problem. Follow me.
Flying a car right into the Whomping Willow? People will be talking about that one for years.
Brilliant! What an entrance!
We'd better get to the common room before Snape sees us.
Why, if it isn't young Potter? How are you? Glad to be back at Hogwarts?
Well, I would be, Nick, if Professor Snape hadn't caught me outside.
Well, I suppose that rules are there for a reason, although sometimes the reason escapes me. Yes, you shouldn't be up this late, you know. Better get back to the Gryffindor common room before Professor Snape catches you again. Goodbye.
Bye, Nick.
Okay, let's go to the 7th floor. I can't get into the common room, Harry. She wants the password.
Of course I want the password.
Pig Snout? Caput Draconis?
I'm sorry, but that is not the password.
I thought you'd have the password.
Why would I have the password?
Why would I have it? I've been with you since we got here.
You're right. I better know who would have it.
How am I to know that you two aren't Slytherins disguised as Gryffindors?
Because we don't look like gorillas, that's how.
There you are. Someone said you'd been expelled for crashing a flying car into the Whomping Willow.
Well, we haven't been expelled.
Look, just tell us the new password, Hermione.
Oh, very well then. It's Wattleberg.
It's good to see you again, Harry.
There you two are. Brilliant entrance. Got the year off with a bang. Mum's furious, by the way.
Once inside the common room, Harry was greeted by the cheers of his fellow Gryffindors. Harry and Ron became Gryffindor heroes due to their little accident with the Whomping Willow. Harry slept well that night and looked forward to his first day at Hogwarts.
Hello, Nick. What's the matter?
A matter of no importance. It's just that Sir Properly Decapitated Podmore won't let me join the Headless Hunt. Apparently, they only accept huntsmen whose heads have completely parted company with their bodies.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Not to worry, young Potter. As I said, it's a matter of no importance.
To get to the greenhouses, we need to go outside.
If we're going outside, let's keep away from the Whomping Willow.
Don't remind me.
I'm Professor Sprout. Welcome to Herbology. Please be careful of the venomous tentacula. It's teething. Welcome to Greenhouse 3. This is a mandrake. Its cry is very dangerous, which is why you're wearing earmuffs. I need you to collect at least 3 mandrakes from this greenhouse. Of course, the more mandrakes you collect, the more house points for Gryffindor.
Harry, wait!
What? Speak up, Hermione!
Look! That mandrake's being attacked by those giant slugs! Keep the slugs away from the mandrake using your Incendio Duo spell. Once the slugs are out of the way, use Wingardium Leviosa to pull them out. Good luck, Harry!
Incendio! Incendio! Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
Superb! You managed to save all the mandrakes. 50 house points to Gryffindor. Off you go now.
Harry, I've missed herbology, and Professor Sprout's going to be really angry.
Hello, Neville. What happened?
I got lost, and ended up coming out this wall behind me. It must be a secret passage.
Wow! Harry Potter! It's really you! I'm Colin Creevy. I'm in Gryffindor too. Would it be alright if I took your picture? Everyone told me about how you survived when you-know-who tried to kill you. And you really do have that lightning scar on your forehead. It's brilliant here, isn't it?
Welcome to Defence Against the Dark Arts. My fame makes an introduction unnecessary, but I'll delight you with one anyway. I am Gilderoy Lockhart, Order of Merlin, 3rd Class, honorary member of the Dark Force Defence League, and 5-time winner of Witch Weekly's Most Charming Smile Award. Ah, I see you've all bought a complete set of my books. Well done. Now, be warned. You may find yourself facing your worst fears in this room. No harm can befall you whilst I'm here. Remain calm. Ready? A freshly caught Cornish pixie! Don't worry, I stunned this one earlier. We are quite safe. Well, I'll ask you three just to put this little fellow and any others back into their cages. I'll see you after the lesson.
Looks like Lockhart wants to give us some hands-on experience.
I'll take care of this one. When a pixie sparkle is red, you can use your new spell. Your wand has to be fully charged to stun a pixie. Petrificus Totalus! You can only levitate him when he's been stunned. Wingardium Leviosa! Steer the pixie over the cage and drop him in. Simple! Now you try with the second one, Harry. Ron and I are going to round up the others. Isn't Professor Lockhart wonderful?
Okay, I'll try my best, but my wand's been acting very funny lately.
Catch this pixie first, Harry. Remember, stun him first, then levitate.
Ah! Petrificus Totalus! Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done, Harry. I'll make sure these don't escape while you go and capture the rest.
Very good, Potter. You'd better check on young Mr. Weasley upstairs. Catch you later.
Petrificus Totalus! Ah! Petrificus Totalus! Wingardium Leviosa! 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 Petrificus Totalus! Wingardium Leviosa!
Well done. You've all passed the test. Obviously, I could have defeated these pixies with just a few twirls of my wand. 20 points to Gryffindor for being excellent students.
Isn't he wonderful?
Excellent work, everyone. You're back on form, Potter, which means we've got a great chance of winning the cup this year.
Aren't you finished yet, Harry?
Don't look now, but here comes the Slytherin team.
I don't believe it! I booked the pitch for today.
Hey, they've got new brooms and it looks like... Yes, they are! They're Nimbus 2001s!
Yeah, I know. Apparently, Lucius Malfoy made a very generous donation.
Like our new brooms, Weasley.
What are you doing here, Malfoy?
I'm the Slytherin Seeker now. Didn't you know? Perhaps someday Gryffindor will be able to afford new brooms.
Well, at least no one on the Gryffindor team had to buy their way in. They got in on pure talent.
No one asked your opinion, you filthy little mudblood.
You'll pay for that one, Malfoy.
Well, at least I could afford it, Weasley, unlike you.
Leave it, Ron. He's not worth the trouble.
Mudblood. You'll pay for that, Malfoy. Ron, are you alright? I don't feel so good.
Ron, you'd better get to Hagrid's quick. Follow Ron, Harry, and don't let him out of your sight.
Right, Harry, we gotta let these slugs run their course. I'll give you Fang's bowl to catch 'em in. Move the bowl under Ron to catch 'em. Try and empty the slugs into the barrel as often as you can, or it'll overflow. Hurry up, Harry. Good luck. Well done, Harry. That was a great effort.
How are you feeling, Ron?
I never want to see another slug as long as I live. Next time I'll get Malfoy for sure. How can he call Hermione a mudblood? It's a really disgusting name for someone who was born of non-magical parents. There are some wizards, like Malfoy's family, who think they're better than everyone else because they're pureblood. Anyway, it's a horrible thing to say.
Ron, it's only a word.
Yeah, but that word's the most insulting thing he could think of.
Thanks for defending me, Ron. Especially the way your wand's been behaving. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm off to bed. Let's go.
Hello, I wonder if you three could do something for me. This Halloween will be my 500th Death Day. Tomorrow I'm holding a party down in one of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming from all over the country. It will be such an honor if you, Mr. Weasley, and Miss Granger would attend. Perhaps you could mention to Sir Patrick how very impressive and frightening you find me. It may help me to get into the Headless Hunt. I'll see you all tomorrow down in the dungeons. Cheerio.
A Death Day party? There can't be many living people who can say they've been to one of those.
I've never heard of a Death Day party before.
Sounds dead depressing to me.
Ah, there you are, Harry. Hermione and Ron are already at my Death Day party. Come on, Harry, you don't want to be late. Yes, I'll see you in the dungeons. Be quick. You don't want to miss the celebrations.
What on earth was that?
Blimey, Harry! Where have you been? We've been waiting ages for you.
Let's go, Harry.
glad you could make it, Harry. May I recommend the mouldy bread and the stinking salmon? Watch out for Peeves, Harry. He's in one of his mischievous moods. Feel free to mingle, Harry. Ron and Hermione are around here somewhere.
Happy Death Day, Nick. I think Ron has a present for you. I'll go and tell him to bring it over. Peeves dives down behind the table, Harry. Use your knockback chinks to get the present back. Nintendo! Peeves, give Ron back his present. Let's get going before Snape comes out. What was that? What was what? That voice. It was coming from over there. Come on. What's going on?
Enemies of the air, beware! You'll be next, mudbloods.
She's been petrified, but how? I cannot say. And now, I would like everybody to please return to their dormitories. There's nothing else to see here.
Come on, Harry. Professor Dumbledore's right. There's nothing more to see here.
Everyone at Hogwarts was disturbed by the attack on Mrs. Norris and the mysterious words scrawled on the wall. Rumours and speculations spread. Hermione, in particular, was especially affected. Ron and Harry became sure that she was up to something, but whatever it was, she remained tight-lipped.
Yes, Miss Granger?
I was just wondering if you could, tell us something about the Chamber of Secrets.
I deal with charms, Miss Granger, not myths and legends.
Please, Professor, we all want to hear.
Oh, very well. There were 4 founders of Hogwarts: Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Helga Hufflepuff, and Rowena Ravenclaw. Slytherin wanted to admit only the wizard-born students to Hogwarts. The other founders refused, and as a result, Slytherin left the school. Yes, Miss Granger?
He built a secret chamber in the castle of which the other founders knew nothing.
With a great monster to guard the chamber from within. The legend states that one day, Slytherin's true heir will return to open the chamber and control the horror within. And then, all who are not wizard-born will be purged from Hogwarts. All nonsense, of course. Now, back to magic reality.
Harry, I want to investigate the scene of the crime. Filch usually guards the hallway where his cat was petrified, but he's awake, so now is our chance.
Do you really think there's a Chamber of Secrets?
I believe Flitwick's story, even if he doesn't. And Dumbledore himself couldn't cure Mrs. Norris. I think that whatever attacked her might not be human.
Here we are, at the scene of the crime. It can't hurt to look around, since we're already here, and Filch isn't.
Ron reckoned that he had an idea who the heir of Slytherin was, and both he and Harry went to meet Hermione in the library.
I'm sure that Draco Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin.
I think you might be right. And if he is, I know a way we can prove it. Polyjuice potion.
Polly what?
Polyjuice potion can transform a person into someone else, even a Slytherin. We could trick Malfoy into admitting he's the heir.
And as we join this important Quidditch game between Slytherin and Gryffindor, it is a tense moment. Slytherin are leading 60 points to nothing on the fastest racing brooms goal can buy.
It's down to you, Harry. Catching the snitch is the only way we're going to win. You've got to beat Malfoy.
I can't shake this bludger. What's going on?
All right there, Scarhead.
Someone's tampered with this bludger.
There's the golden snitch. Malfoy's on it, and Potter's chasing. There they go after the snitch. It's heading for the stands. Amazing! I've lost sight of them.
You've ruined my broom!
Potter's going for the snitch. Come on, Harry Potter! Fantastic! Gryffindor win the match! Look out, Harry! Ah!
Harry's arm was hanging at a very strange angle, but in his good hand he held the snitch.
Aha, we've won!
Lockhart told Harry to lie back as he tried to mend his arm with a charm. A strange and unpleasant sensation started at his shoulder and spread all the way down to his fingertips. His arm didn't hurt anymore, nor did it feel remotely like an arm.
Ah, yes. Well, that can sometimes happen. So, Harry, just toddle up to the hospital wing. Madame Pomfrey will be able to, tidy you up a bit.
The next moment, Dumbledore and McGonagall were backing into the room, carrying what looked like a statue. Together, they heaved it onto a bed.
It means that the Chamber of Secrets is indeed open again.
Hermione whispered to Harry that it was about time he collected together the ingredients for the Polyjuice potion.
As soon as your arm is better, I think you should go to Diagon Alley.
It was half-term by the time Harry's arm was better, and following Hermione's advice, he caught the train to London. Harry met Hagrid in Diagon Alley.
Remember all the water that was on the floor? Where had it come from?
From in there. Let's have a look.
I can't go in there. That's a girl's bathroom.
Oh, Ron, there won't be anyone in here. This is Moaning Myrtle's place. She haunts one of the toilets. It's been out of order all year because she keeps having tantrums and flooding the place. I wish people would stop talking about me behind my back.
Can everyone see me? Can you all hear me? Excellent. I started Dueling Club to train you to defend yourselves. Dueling Club meets every day in the antechamber just outside the Great Hall. In wizard dueling, the object of the exercise is to incapacitate your opponent. There are 3 spells you may use in dueling. Rictus Sempra, which knocks your opponent back and reduces stamina. Mimble Wimble, which prevents your opponent from accurately casting their next spell. Expelliarmus, which reflects spells back onto your opponent. Note that potion drinking and jumping during duels are prohibited. A pledge of Bertie Bott's every flavoured beans is required to duel. The victor wins the opponent's beans. To challenge a student to a duel, simply walk up to them. If you have enough beans, you will be invited to duel. My assistant, Professor Snape,
I am your colleague, not your assistant.
has informed me that he knows a tiny bit about dueling and has graciously agreed to monitor the duels. And now for a brief demonstration. Mr. Potter, if you'd like to partner up with Mr. Weasley...
I don't think so. Time to split up the dream team, I think. Mr. Malfoy, come over here. Let's see what you can make of the famous Potter.
Thrashing, you will be a treat, Potter.
Very well then. One's at the ready. When I count to 3.
Scared, Potter? You wish.
1, 2, 3!
Today, Potter, you will have the pleasure of dueling the great Slytherin house. Harry Potter has beaten Slytherin. How disappointing.
Serpent Sortia!
Hissing furiously, the snake slithered towards Justin Finch-Fletchley. "Leave him alone," Harry shouted. At least, that was what he thought he'd shouted.
What was that?
Did Harry just hiss?
Oh my! That couldn't have been...
It couldn't be. Not him.
When he looked up at Justin, he was met with an angry look.
What do you think you're playing at?
The snake was lying slumped on the floor, docile as a thick black garden hose. So why was Justin, and everybody else for that matter, regarding him with a look of horror?
You're a parcel mouth, Harry. Why didn't you tell us?
I'm a what? A parcel mouth? You can talk to snakes!
So? Does it matter? It matters, Harry, because being able to talk to snakes was what Salazar Slytherin was famous for. That's why the symbol of Slytherin House is a serpent.
Oh no! Exactly! Now the whole school's going to think you're his great-great-great-great-grandson or something. But I'm not.
You'll find that hard to prove. He lived about 1,000 years ago. For all we know, you could be.
Anyway, we'll see you later, Harry.
Bye, Harry.
Harry lay awake for hours that night, wondering, could he be a descendant of Salazar Slytherin?
Everyone's saying that Potter's the heir of Slytherin.
Potter's a parcel mouth. Everyone knows that's the mark of a dark wizard.
Oh no! Not another attack!
Mr. Potter? What's happened here?
I don't know. I found him like this.
Follow me, Potter.
Professor, I swear I didn't...
This is out of my hands, Potter. Through this door, please, Potter.
This must be Professor Dumbledore's study. It's the old school sorting hat. I wondered where it was kept.
You've been wondering whether I put you in the right house. Yes, you were particularly difficult to place, but I stand by what I said before. You would have done well in Slytherin.
Oh my gosh! That bird looks sick. It burst into flames.
Good evening, Harry.
Professor, your bird! I couldn't do anything. He just caught fire.
Fox is a phoenix, Harry. Phoenixes burst into flame when it is time for them to die and are reborn from their ashes. Fascinating creatures, phoenixes. They can carry immensely heavy loads. Their tears have healing powers, and they make highly faithful pets.
Professor, I just want you to know that it wasn't me. I'm not the attacker.
I know you're not, but I still want to talk to you. I must ask you, Harry, whether there is anything you'd like to tell me. Anything at all?
No, there isn't anything, Professor.
Very well, if you're sure. Good night, Harry.
Night, Professor!
In the second week of December, Professor McGonagall collected the names of those who would be staying at school over Christmas. Harry, Ron and Hermione signed up. They heard that Malfoy was staying, which struck them as very suspicious. The Christmas holidays would be the perfect time to use the Polyjuice potion and try to worm a confession out of Draco.
Now that everyone knows you're a Parselmouth, they've convinced you're the heir of Slytherin. You don't think it's me, do you?
Of course not.
There's no way you're the heir, Harry. Thanks.
We need to finish the Polyjuice potion and prove that Malfoy's the heir of Slytherin. That way we can clear your name. Ron, did you manage to get some hair from Crabbe and Goyle?
Yes, I did. But I'm telling you, it wasn't easy.
Okay, I'm sure I've done everything right. Once we've drunk the potion, there won't be much time before we turn back.
Now what?
We each have some of the potion, add the hairs, and then drink it.
I'm still not sure about this. Ready?
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
1, 2, 3.
Ugh!
Harry!
Ugh! That is disgusting!
Are you two all right?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Hermione, are you okay?
Fine. I'm fine. Go on without me.
Well, if you're sure, we'll meet you back here later.
Hermione said that we may have some difficulty moving because Crabbe and Goyle are bigger than us.
Okay. I won't try jumping across any gaps. We'd better get going before the effects of the Polyjuice potion run out.
We need to find out where the Slytherin common room is. I hope we can find someone to follow. There's a Slytherin now. Quick! Follow him and don't lose sight of him.
There you are. Have you two been pigging out in the Great Hall all this time?
How did you know?
Come on, follow me. You know, Goyle, I suppose Dumbledore's trying to hush up all these attacks. He'll be sacked if they don't stop soon. As for St. Potter, he's another one with no proper wizard feeling. And people think he's Slytherin's heir. I wish I knew who it is. I could help them.
You must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I haven't, Goyle! How many times do I have to tell you? But I know one thing. Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a Mudblood girl died. So I bet it's a matter of time before one of them's killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
Anyway, Draco, I'd best be going.
Going where?
To the hospital wing. Yes, that's it. The hospital wing. I've got a stomachache, and I need to get something for it.
Go on then. I didn't want you hanging around here all night with that pained expression on your face.
Get out! This is a girl's bathroom. No boys allowed in here.
She's gone mental! Jinx the flying objects before they hit you!
It's you playing a trick on me. Almost as funny as throwing a book at me. Let's all throw books at Myrtle because she can't feel it. What a lovely game, I don't think.
I'm glad we changed back. I didn't like being Crab one bit. I wonder where Hermione went. I hope nothing went wrong with her potion. I'm going to see if I can find Hermione. I wonder what went wrong with her potion and where she went. Guess what, Harry? Hermione's in the hospital wing. The polyjuice potion turned her into a cat. Seems like the hair from Millicent wasn't from her at all.
I hope Madame Pomfrey doesn't ask too many questions.
The news that nearly headless Nick had been petrified spread through the school like a dark cloud when everyone got back from holiday. If a ghost can be petrified, the students thought, then no one is safe. The first years moved around the castle in tight-knit groups, afraid they might be attacked if they ventured out alone. A furious trade in talismans, amulets, and other protective devices was sweeping the school. In the meantime, Harry had learned that Draco Malfoy was not the heir of Slytherin. But if it isn't Draco, and it isn't Harry, who is it?
Hey, Harry! Something has really upset Moaning Myrtle.
You mean more than usual?
I could hear her wailing all the way from the grand staircase. And the corridor outside her bathroom is flooded again.
You don't think someone else has been attacked, do you?
Anything could have happened. Come on, let's go see what's up.
Who's that? Come to throw something else at me?
Someone threw something at you?
Yes, they did. It's over there.
Careful! My dad told me some books can be very dangerous.
Well, we won't find out unless we look at it. It looks like an old diary. Belonged to T.M. Riddle.
Hang on. I know that name. T.M. Riddle got an award for special services for the school 50 years ago. I know that because Filch made me polish his shield about 50 times in detention.
Well, whoever he was, he didn't write in it. It's completely blank.
I wonder why someone wanted to try and get rid of it then. Weird.
Harry went to bed before anyone else in his dormitory that night, mainly because he wanted to examine Riddle's diary. Harry flicked through the blank pages of the diary. Then he pulled out a bottle of scarlet ink, dipped his quill into it, and dropped a blot onto the first page. Excited, Harry loaded up his quill and wrote, "My name is Harry Potter." Then at last, something happened. Oozing back out of the page came words Harry had never written. Harry nearly upset his ink bottle, and then more words appeared on the page.
I know all about the Chamber of Secrets. 50 years ago, the chamber was opened and a girl was killed. I caught the person who opened the chamber all those years ago.
Harry paused for a second, and then wrote 2 letters. O.K. The pages of the diary began to blow as though caught in a high wind, and then the diary seemed to open up, and Harry was pitched head-first into the opening. Harry was entranced by the memory Tom Riddle showed him.
Come on. Gotta get you out of here. Come on now. In the box. It's all right. Come on out. There you go.
Evening, Rubeus.
What are you doing down here, Tom?
It's all over. I don't think you meant to kill anyone, but monsters don't make good pets.
It never killed no one.
Come on. The least Hogwarts can do is make sure the thing that killed that girl is slaughtered.
It wasn't him. He wouldn't. He never.
Stand aside.
No!
It was Hagrid, Ron. Hagrid opened the Chamber of Secrets 50 years ago.
Harry had always known that Hagrid had an unfortunate liking for large, monstrous creatures. But he was equally certain that Hagrid would never mean to kill anybody.
Riddle might have got the wrong person. Maybe some other monster was attacking people.
How many monsters do you think this place can hold?
We always knew Hagrid was expelled, and the attacks must have stopped then. Otherwise, Riddle wouldn't have got his award.
Riddle's diary! It's gone!
What? But only a Gryffindor could have stolen it. Nobody else knows our password.
Exactly.
This time, let me read.
The voice! I just heard it again. Didn't you?
I didn't hear anything.
Harry, I think I've just understood something. I've got to go to the library.
What does she understand? Loads more than I do. But why she got to go to the library?
Because that's what Hermione does. When in doubt, go to the library. But McGonagall said we have to stay in here unless we're in class.
Harry, Ron, I'm sorry, but this will be a bit of a shock. There has been another attack.
Oh no. Who?
I am very sorry, but your friend Miss Granger was found petrified near the library. I have asked all students to remain in their house common rooms.
And I've got to talk to Hagrid. If he set the monster loose last time, he knows how to get inside the Chamber of Secrets.
Hagrid's hut is out in the grounds, Harry, but you know that. Follow me, Harry.
We'd better be careful, Ron. We're not meant to be out in the grounds after dark.
Let's split up to avoid getting caught. At least you can use your invisibility cloak to avoid being seen. Remember that you need to collect these to power up your cloak. They only last a short amount of time, so make sure you're out of sight when they run out. You can unlock the doors by using these pressure pads. You just need to charm a nearby object onto them.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Nice one, Harry. I'll meet you at Hagrid's. Good luck. You made it then, Harry. Shh! Someone's talking to Hagrid.
Yet again, Cornelius, I tell you that taking Hagrid away will not help in the slightest.
That must be Cornelius Fudge. He's the Minister of Magic. My dad's boss.
Quiet, Ron.
Look at it from my point of view, Albus. I'm under a lot of pressure. Got to be seen to be doing something. If it turns out it wasn't Hagrid, he'll be back and no more said.
So, where am I going?
You'll only be going for a short stretch, Hagrid. It's not a punishment. more a precaution. If someone else is caught, you'll be let out with a full apology.
Shh! I just saw someone who looks very much like Lucius Malfoy coming into Hagrid's hut.
Bad business, Hagrid. A very bad business indeed. Things have gone far enough. As chairman of the school governors, I've simply got to act and send you away.
Away? Away to where? Not the wizard prison. Not Azkaban.
I'm afraid so. A dreadful thing, Dumbledore. But all 12 of the governors feel it's time for you to step aside. As of this moment, you are suspended as headmaster of Hogwarts.
If the governors want my removal, Lucius, I shall, of course, step aside.
No!
However, you will find that I will only truly have left this school when none here are loyal to me. You will also find that help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who ask for it.
Of course, if anyone wanted to find out some stuff, all they'd have to do would be to follow the spiders. That'd lead 'em, right? That's the key to the whole thing. And that's all I'm saying.
Come along now, Hagrid.
All right, I'm coming.
We're in trouble now. I'm Dumbledore. There'll be an attack a day with him gone.
Look! Over there! Looks like they're heading for the Forbidden Forest. This ledge is too high to climb.
I'll give you a leg up, Harry. You'll have to brave the Forbidden Forest alone. Good luck, Harry.
A human is here. Who is it? Is it Hagrid?
No, I'm a friend of Hagrid's. I came to help him.
Hagrid has never sent men into a hollow before.
Hagrid's in trouble. That's why I've come.
In trouble? Why does Hagrid need help?
Some say that Hagrid released a monster long ago in Hogwarts. It killed someone and it must have come back.
It was me he released, but he sent me away. I come from a distant land. A traveler gave me to Hagrid when I was an egg. He cared for me, kept me in a cupboard, and fed me. When I was blamed for the death of the girl, Hagrid protected me. Now, I live in the forest. I've never gone back, and I've never hurt anyone in Hogwarts.
So you're not the guardian of the Chamber of Secrets?
No, the Guardian is an ancient creature that spiders fear above all others. It killed a girl in the bathroom, not I.
If it wasn't you who killed that girl, then what did kill her?
We shall not speak of it.
Thank you. I think I should go now.
Go? I think not. I cannot deny my children such fresh meat. Goodbye, friend of Hagrid.
Ron. That was close. No problem. Hurry up, Ron!
The door slammed shut, and Ron didn't need to touch the accelerator because the car was already speeding away. They sped out of the hollow, branches whipping the windows as the car wound its way cleverly through the widest gaps, following a path it obviously knew. After 10 noisy, rocky minutes, the trees thinned and the car stopped so suddenly they were nearly thrown through the windscreen. They had reached the edge of the forest. Harry and Ron arrived safely back in the Gryffindor common room.
What was the point of going in there? What have we found out? I'd like to know. That Hagrid never opened the Chamber of Secrets. He was innocent. I'd better not let Madame Pomfrey see me. There's Hermione. What's that she's holding? It's a note. In her handwriting. Here's what it says. Of the many fearsome beasts and monsters that roam our land, there is none more deadly than the basilisk, the king of serpents. This snake, which may reach gigantic size and live hundreds of years, is born from a chicken's egg, hatched beneath a toad. Aside from its deadly and venomous fangs, the basilisk has a horrible stare, and all who are fixed with the beam of its eye shall suffer instant death. Spiders flee from the basilisk, for it is their mortal enemy. The basilisk flees only from the crowing of the rooster, which is fatal to it.
But how's the basilisk been getting around the place? A giant snake! Someone would have seen.
Pipes, Ron! It's been using the plumbing. I've been hearing that voice inside the walls. That girl who died. Aragog said she was found in a bathroom. What if she never left the bathroom? What if she's still there?
You don't think? Not Moaning Myrtle?
The entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. What if it's in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom?
All students are to return to their house dormitories at once. All teachers return to the staff room immediately, please.
Oh no! Not another attack!
Yes, there had been another attack, the worst one yet. This time, someone had disappeared. It was Ginny Weasley, and another message was left on the wall that said her skeleton will lie in a chamber forever. Hogwarts would surely close now. Professor Lockhart had been given the task of rescuing Ginny, but Ron and Harry were beside themselves with worry. They had to do something.
Okay, so what do we do? The place is crawling with prefects looking for Ginny.
I'll go first. You join me in Moaning Myrtle's on the 2nd floor.
Ginny will be all right, won't she, Harry?
Don't worry, Ron. We'll rescue her. And then I'll close the Chamber of Secrets for good.
Oh, Mr. Potter, I'm rather busy at the moment.
Professor, I have some information for you. I think Moaning Myrtle was the girl who was killed by the monster 50 years ago. She may know where the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets is.
Well, okay, if you're sure.
Oh, it's you, Harry Potter. What do you want this time?
To ask how you died.
Oh, it was dreadful. It happened right here. I'd hidden because Olive Hornby was teasing me about my glasses. I was crying when I heard someone come in. It was a boy, and he began speaking a different language. I went to tell him to go to use his own bathroom, and then I died.
But how?
I just remember seeing these great big eyes.
Where exactly did you see the eyes?
Over there, by the sinks.
Harry, say something! Something in Parseltongue! But, go on, Harry. Okay then, open up.
English?
Precious.
got it.
Well, it looks like you boys don't need me, so I'll be off.
We'll be right behind you, Harry. Won't we, Professor?
Oh dear. Cheers, boys. Have to go warm up my broom.
You're not through yet. Down you go.
No!
Come on, Harry. This is it. I know. No dawdling, Harry.
Welcome, Harry! Here you are at last!
Careful, Harry. I think he's lost it.
Lost it? What? No. Not the great Gilderoy Lockhart. It's just that now is the time to end this little adventure.
See?
I shall go back to the school, tell them it was too late to save the girl, and that you both tragically lost your minds at the sight of her dead body.
Oh no, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna try and hit us with one of his memory charms.
Yes, indeed, the famous Lockhart memory charm. I'm sorry, boys, but it is for the best.
Run!
Say goodbye to your memories.
Obliviate!
Ron, are you okay? Ron! Yes, I'm through here, I'm fine. Lockhart isn't, though. He got blasted by his own memory charm. What are we going to do now? Well, we can't get through this lot. It'll take ages.
There's only one thing to do. You wait here and I'll go on. Ginny's been down here for hours, and if we waste any more time, it might be too late.
Okay, Harry. I'll start trying to shift some of this rock so you can get back through.
Wait there with Lockhart. If I'm not back in an hour... Anyway, see you in a bit.
Oh, I must be miles under the school.
Ginny?
Ginny! Ginny, please wake up!
She won't wake.
Tom? Tom Riddle?
She's still alive, but only just.
You've got to help me, Tom. We've got to get her out of here. There's a basilisk and it could be along at any moment.
The basilisk won't come until it's called. Let me tell you about the real reason Ginny's like this. She's been writing in the diary. My diary for months. I grew stronger and stronger on a diet of her deepest fears until I had enough power to start pouring a little of my soul back into her.
What do you mean?
Ginny Weasley opened the Chamber of Secrets. She daubed threatening messages on the walls and set the Serpent of Slytherin on the mudbloods and nearly headless Nick.
No!
I'm afraid so. Ginny told me all about you, Harry. So I decided to show you my famous capture of that great oaf Hagrid to gain your trust.
You framed Hagrid!
Yes, but you, Harry Potter, how is it that you managed to defeat the greatest wizard of all time?
Why do you care?
Haven't you realized yet? I am Lord Voldemort, the greatest sorcerer in the world!
Sorry to disappoint you and all that, but the greatest sorcerer in the world is Albus Dumbledore.
Dumbledore's been driven out of Hogwarts by the mere memory of me.
He's not as gone as you might think!
To business, Harry. I'm going to teach you a little lesson. Let's match the powers of Lord Voldemort, heir of Salazar Slytherin, against the famous Harry Potter. That's a phoenix.
Forks!
A sword from Dumbledore. Well, it won't save you, Harry Potter. Speak to me, Slytherin, greatest of the Hogwarts Four.
Kill him! Kill him now!
Harry, oh Harry, I wanted to tell you. It was me, Harry, but I swear I didn't mean to. Riddle made me do it.
It's all right. Riddle's finished. Come on, Ginny. Let's get out of here.
They were flying upwards, and before he'd stopped enjoying the ride, it was over. All three of them were hitting the wet floor of Moaning Myrtle's bathroom.
Harry! Ron! Hermione!
How are you
feeling?
A lot better now, thanks. I'm really disappointed. With all that's happened, Professor McGonagall has cancelled this year's exams. I was really looking forward to doing all of that revision.
As you can see, Harry, Hermione's made a complete recovery.
Hello, Harry.
Professor Dumbledore, I thought you'd been suspended.
Lucius Malfoy had threatened to curse the board if they didn't remove me. But they decided to stand up to him. Now that the heir is gone and the basilisk is destroyed, they know Hagrid is innocent too. He'll be back in his hut soon.
What about Lucius Malfoy? Will he cause any more trouble?
I doubt it. We can assume it was him who got the diary to Ginny. He daren't do it again unless he wants the Ministry of Magic after him.
About Professor Lockhart, I'm afraid he's lost his memory.
Oh dear. What will he think about now that he can't think about himself?
Just don't give his job to Professor Snape. He's too, valuable as a potions teacher.
You've all performed brilliantly. It must have been a terrible experience.
It was. We spent much more time in a girl's bathroom than I would have liked.
Being petrified was awful, but I learned a great deal from it. I'm going to write a paper about it for extra credit.
When you've got your friends to help you, you can accomplish anything. And nothing is too awful. Well, almost nothing. Looking like Goyle came close.
There's a banquet waiting for you downstairs. What do you propose for the first toast?
To friendship.
Loyalty.
And courage. But to friendship most of all.
Ginny!
Harry told them everything. For nearly a quarter of an hour he spoke into the rapt silence. He told them about hearing the disembodied voice. How Hermione had finally realized that he was hearing a basilisk in the pipes. How he and Ron, following a hint from Hagrid, had followed the spiders into the forest. That Aragog had told them where the last victim of the basilisk, 50 years before, had died. How he had guessed that Moaning Myrtle had been the victim, and that the entrance to the basilisk's lair, the Chamber of Secrets, might be in her bathroom.
But how did you all get out of there alive?
Well, it all had to do with loyalty and friendship.
And courage. Harry, you can't forget that.
Yes, and courage too.
Professor Dumbledore explained that 50 years ago, Lord Voldemort, as the 60-year-old Tom Riddle, had enchanted his diary, and that diary had enchanted Ginny. For it was Lucius Malfoy who had planted Tom Riddle's diary on the hapless Ginny Weasley. Later, Harry managed to release Dobby from the slavery of Lucius Malfoy. The rest of the final term passed in a haze of blazing sunshine. Hogwarts was back to normal with only a few small differences. Defense against the dark arts classes were cancelled, and Lucius Malfoy had been sacked as a school governor. Draco was no longer strutting around the school as though he owned the place. On the contrary, he looked resentful and sulky. On the other hand, Ginny Weasley was perfectly happy again. And as for Harry, well, once again, he truly was the boy who lived.
This is our last day at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you know that the House Cup is about to be awarded? The presentation's in the Great Hall.
Yeah. I hope we've got enough house points to beat Slytherin. I'd really love to see Malfoy's face if we managed to do it 2 years in a row.
Well, when you're ready, Harry, we'll go in.
Attention, please. Students, attention. The headmaster wants to address you.
Silence. It isn't too late to lose house points, you know.
This House Cup ceremony brings the school year to an end, and an eventful year it was. Without further ado, I shall now present the cup to the Hogwarts house with the most points.
Think we'll take it again this year?
After you and Harry saved Hogwarts, I should think so.
In 4th place, Ravenclaw.
Thank you for not saying last place.
In 3rd place, Hufflepuff.
Thank you. We find finishing in the middle to be quite adequate.
And now for the second place house.
It'll be you, Gryffindors. You're naturally second best. You won't steal the house cup from Slytherin like you did last year.
After barely escaping disqualification, Slytherin.
What? That means...
First place, and the house cup goes to Gryffindor.
Yes! We did it again!
One rainy day at Hogwarts School, I got new glasses and I thought they were cool. Olive Hornby passed by, I said, don't I look fine? She said, no, ugly Myrtle, you look more like a fool. I went to the bathroom on the second floor. What was Olive thinking? Now this is war. So I started to bawl and ran into a stall, and I heard a boy talking just outside of the door. Get out of my bathroom, you're really creepy. You're not a girl and you don't belong here. I don't understand you. Stop speaking in tongues, a pair of yellow eyes, and then I died. Don't know what happened during that attack. My body seized up, everything went black. Then I floated away, and you know what they say, my life still sucked, so then I came back. That evil witch wouldn't get away. I haunted Olive Hornby every night and day, till the ministry called, oh, and they were appalled. I was sent back to Hogwarts where I am today. Get out of my bathroom, you're really creepy. You're not a girl and you don't belong here. I don't understand you. Stop speaking in tongues, a pair of yellow eyes, then I died. Stop speaking in tongues, stop hair of yellow eyes. And now I'm moaning Myrtle and I live in a toilet. Olive Hornby got what was coming to her, as you know. Nothing's been the same ever since the day
EA Games.